potential customer calls your business at 8:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. They need a quote. They are ready to buy. Your phone rings 6 times and goes to voicemail. By morning, they have called your competitor who answered. This happens to most service-based businesses every single night. InsideSales research documents that 50% of inbound leads arrive outside of normal business hours. Harvard Business Review found that responding within 5 minutes makes you 100 times more likely to connect than waiting 30 minutes. After hours, the average response time is 12 to 14 hours. The gap between when your leads call and when you answer is the single most expensive leak in your sales pipeline. This video shows you exactly how to close it with a custom AI voice agent. Let me put real numbers on this. Salesforce's State of Sales report found that 79% of marketing leads never convert to sales. The number one factor is speed to lead, how fast you respond. Not your pitch, not your pricing, how fast you pick up the phone. InsideSales data breaks it down further. Leads contacted within 5 minutes are 21 times more likely to enter the sales process than leads contacted after 30 minutes. Now apply that to after hours. If 50% of your leads come in between 6 p.m. and 8 a.m., and your average response time during those hours is 12 to 14 hours, you are mathematically losing the majority of your after-hours pipeline before your team even sees the lead. For a home services company generating 200 leads per month at a $4,000 average job value, that is not a small number. If 30% of those leads arrive after hours and 60% of those abandon before morning follow-up, the revenue leak is roughly $144,000 per year in lost opportunities. The question is not whether you should answer after hours. The question is, what answers for you? An AI voice agent is not an IVR tree. It is not press 1 for sales, press 2 for support. It is a real-time conversational system that does 4 things simultaneously. First, it answers inbound calls in under 2 seconds with a natural human-sounding voice powered by a text-to-speech model, typically 11 Labs, Play.ht, or OpenAI's TTS API. Second, it listens to the caller using a speech-to-text model, DeepGram, Whisper, or Google Speech, and converts what they say into text in real time with latency under 300 milliseconds. Third, it reasons about what the caller said using a large language model, GPT-4o, Claude, or an open-source alternative that follows a qualification script you define: budget, timeline, service needed, location, urgency. Fourth, it takes action, books a calendar appointment through Calendly or Cal.com, pushes the lead record into your CRM through Salesforce or HubSpot APIs, and sends a confirmation text via Twilio. The entire interaction feels like talking to a knowledgeable receptionist. The caller does not know it is AI unless you disclose it. The technical stack has 5 layers. Layer 1 is the telephony layer. This is the phone number the customer calls. Services like Twilio, Vonage, or Telnix provide programmable phone numbers with SIP trunk access and webhook integration. When a call comes in, the telephony layer sends the audio stream to your voice pipeline via WebSocket. Layer 2 is speech-to-text. The audio stream hits a real-time transcription model. DeepGram's Nova model runs at under 200 milliseconds of latency with 95% accuracy on conversational speech. Google's Chirp and OpenAI's Whisper are alternatives. The output is a continuous text transcript of what the caller is saying. Layer 3 is the LLM brain. The transcript feeds into a large language model running with a system prompt that defines your qualification criteria. You define the questions. What service do you need? What is your timeline? What is your budget range? What is your zip code? The LLM decides what to ask next, how to respond to the caller's answers, and when the qualification is complete. This is where the intelligence lives. Layer 4 is text-to-speech. The LLM's response text is converted back into audio using a neural voice model. 11 Labs Turbo is the fastest at under 300 milliseconds. The audio is streamed back through the WebSocket to the caller's phone. The round trip, caller speaks, system understands, LLM reasons, voice responds, takes between 800 milliseconds and 1.4 seconds. Fast enough that it feels like a natural conversation. Layer 5 is the integration layer. When the qualification is complete, the agent executes actions. It calls the Calendly API to book an appointment, the HubSpot or Salesforce API to create or update the lead record, and the Twilio messaging API to send a confirmation SMS. All of this happens before the call ends. The caller hangs up with an appointment booked, a confirmation text on their phone, and your CRM updated, while your sales team was asleep. The qualification logic is the part most businesses get wrong. They treat the AI agent like a chatbot, open-ended, hoping the conversation goes somewhere useful. The correct approach is structured qualification with branching logic. Here is how it works. You define a scoring model with weighted criteria. For a home services company, the criteria might be service type, worth 20 points, timeline worth 25 points because urgency predicts close rate, budget indication worth 20 points, location within service area worth 15 points, property type worth 10 points, and willingness to book worth 10 points. Each answer the caller gives maps to a score. Timeline this week scores 25. Sometime next month scores 10. Just exploring scores 2. The LLM is instructed to ask the questions in priority order, skip questions that have already been answered naturally in conversation, and calculate the running score. When the score crosses your threshold, say 65 out of 100, the agent books the appointment directly. Below the threshold, it captures the lead details and routes to a follow-up queue. Forrester's research on AI-driven qualification found that properly configured AI agents match human qualification accuracy at 87 to 92%. The advantage is consistency. The AI asks every question every time. Human receptionists skip steps when they are busy, tired, or distracted. The AI does not. Let me put all the benchmark data in one place. First metric, answer speed. A human receptionist during business hours answers in an average of 18 seconds. An AI voice agent answers in under 2 seconds. Source industry telephony benchmarks. Second metric, after-hours coverage. Human, 0% unless you pay for a third-party answering service. AI agent, 100% 24/7, no additional per-call cost. Third metric, qualification consistency. Human receptionists complete all qualification questions on 71% of calls according to Salesforce data. AI agents complete all questions on 98% of calls because they never skip steps. Fourth metric, lead capture accuracy. Human data entry into CRM has a 12% error rate on phone numbers, emails, and service details. AI agents push structured data directly via API with near zero transcription error on verified fields. Fifth metric, cost per qualified lead. A full-time receptionist in the United States costs between $35,000 and $55,000 per year, fully loaded. An AI voice agent running on Twilio plus DeepGram plus an LLM API costs between $200 and $800 per month, depending on call volume. For a business handling 150 after-hours calls per month, the cost per qualified lead drops from roughly $42 with a human answering service to roughly $6 with an AI agent. Source, Gartner Conversational AI Cost Analysis. Sixth metric, booking rate. Businesses using AI voice agents for after-hours calls report appointment booking rates of 38 to 52% of qualified leads, compared to 14 to 22% for next morning callback. The reason is simple. The lead is still warm and available at the moment they call. 12 hours later, they have moved on. Picture a home services company, plumbing, HVAC, and electrical, generating about 220 inbound leads per month. Before implementing an AI voice agent, office hours are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. After-hours calls go to a third-party answering service that takes a message and emails it to the dispatcher. Average after-hours response time, 14 hours. Of the roughly 90 after-hours leads per month, 43% abandon. They call a competitor or solve the problem themselves. Monthly revenue from after-hours leads, approximately $58,000. After implementing an AI voice agent on a Twilio number with DeepGram transcription, GPT-4o qualification logic, and a Calendly booking integration, every after-hours call is answered in under 2 seconds. The AI agent qualifies the caller, service needed, urgency, location, property type, in an average of 90 seconds. Qualified leads get an appointment booked immediately. Unqualified leads get captured with full details for morning follow-up. Results after the first full quarter. After-hours abandonment drops from 43% to 7%. Monthly after-hours revenue increases from $58,000 to $91,000. Cost of the AI agent stack, $470 per month versus $3,200 per month for the previous answering service. The math is not close. More leads captured, faster qualification, higher booking rate, lower cost. That is the unit economics of an AI voice agent replacing a manual after-hours process. 3 situations where a human beats the AI voice agent every time. Situation 1. High-emotion inbound calls. If your business handles insurance claims, medical inquiries, or crisis situations, the caller needs empathy that an AI cannot authentically provide. An AI voice agent that tells a caller, "I understand how frustrating that must be when they are reporting a house fire," will damage your brand. Use a human. Situation 2. Complex technical consultations. If qualifying the lead requires deep domain expertise, a commercial contractor explaining structural engineering constraints, or a financial advisor discussing portfolio allocation, the AI agent cannot reason at expert level on unstructured technical questions. It can triage, but it cannot consult. Situation 3. High-value enterprise sales. If your average deal size is above $100,000 and the first conversation sets the tone for a 6-month relationship, putting an AI on the first touch is a strategic risk. The top 1% of your inbound pipeline should always hear a human voice. The honest recommendation: use the AI voice agent for high-volume, lower-complexity after-hours calls where speed and consistency matter more than nuance. Route the high-stakes calls to a human on-call. 4 steps to deploy your first AI voice agent this month. Step 1. Pick one after-hours call type. Do not try to automate all your call flows at once. Pick the highest volume, most repeatable call, new service requests, appointment bookings, or price quote inquiries. Automate that one flow first. Step 2. Choose a platform or build custom. If you want fast deployment, platforms like Vapi, Bland.ai, or Retail handle the telephony, speech-to-text, LLM, and text-to-speech layers as a managed service. If you want full control, build on Twilio plus DeepGram plus your LLM of choice. The platform route takes days. The custom route takes 2 to 4 weeks. Step 3. Write the qualification script before you touch any code. Define the 5 to 8 questions, the scoring weights, the threshold for booking versus follow-up queue, and the fallback for calls the AI cannot handle. This document is the product specification. Step 4. Run parallel for 2 weeks. Keep your existing after-hours process live and run the AI agent alongside it. Compare lead capture rate, qualification accuracy, and booking rate side by side. Then cut over. Quick recap. 50% of your leads arrive after hours. Response speed is the single biggest predictor of conversion. An AI voice agent answers in under 2 seconds, qualifies in 90 seconds, and books before the call ends. InsideSales, Harvard Business Review, Salesforce, Forrester, and Gartner all point in the same direction. The 3 exceptions are high-emotion calls, complex technical consultations, and top-tier enterprise deals. Everything else is math in the AI's favor.